Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. I'm here today to show you how to start the triangle shawl that I have posted on my my blog. Remember, this is not a full video, it is just basically the beginning of it, only because this pattern is very repetitive. Like the way you start it, you just continue all the way to the end and make it as big as you want. So I am just here to show you the basics of how to start it, and I'm going to leave you off around the 4th row because from there on I promise you will know exactly what to do. Alright, this is what you're going to need to do it. At least that's what I used. I'm going to use this yarn today to show you because it's easier to see and because I don't have any more of the other one, very little left. But it's just easier to see with bigger yarn. But the yarn that I used was Karen's Latte Cakes, and it was in the color Biscuit. And I had 2 of them. I bought 2 of them. This one that I'm using today is actually like it's a Lion brand, quick and easy. What was it? Woolies, that's what it is. Lion brand's Woolies in the color Slate. The hook that I used is a Susan Bates size L, 8mm. Susan Bates is my favorite. I just like using these hooks unless I'm making my dolls. Then I use the good old-fashioned metal ones. A stitch marker, which you probably aren't going to need. I need it because I'm forgetful, and when I get to the center, I think I'm at the end. That's only when you get to farther in the project and you have a really big shawl. You're probably not going to need it. You can use a tape measure only if you need to, kind of calculate the size that you want. But you will need a darning needle or some kind of sewing needle that you can fit the yarn into in order to just, weave in all of your little ends. And for the pom-pom if you make the pom-pom, and of course a pair of scissors. And I think that's it. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so this isn't a tutorial on how to crochet. You basically need to know how to do chain stitch, single crochet, double crochet, and slip stitch. Those are the basics that you need to know, and most people who crochet kind of already know those basics. So it's really a very simple project. Alright, first thing you do is you start with your slip stitch. Okay, now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you have 4, you slip into the first one, slip stitch, close it up so that you can have your nice little circle. Into that is where you're going to be working. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, and now you're going to do 2 double crochets into the circle. 1, 2. Sorry, my table is one of those little stand-up dinner tables and it wobbles a lot. Okay, now you're going to, so you have your 3 chains, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2. This is where your increase will always be happening. And now you're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And that is the beginning of your shawl. Right. Now, a lot of people like to chain 3 and then turn. I like to turn. So you're going to turn your work, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And into that first space, you're going to double crochet 2. 1, 2. So throughout your work, this chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. So chain 3, 2 double crochets. Now you're going to work into that center 2 stitches and there you are going to do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2 because that's your increase, and 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. That's your center. That's where it starts getting a little longer, a little longer. Now you are going to go into your third chain from that chain 3 that you did in the beginning. So 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, you are going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And that's how we start. You will always start with 3 double crochets and 2 double crochets into the first space, and in the center you will always have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, always into those 2 chain spaces, and at the end again into that third chain from your 3 chains from the beginning, you will have 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. It's always going to end that way. Okay, let's go to the next row. All right, again, I like to turn my work first and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I just feel like the chains are nice and straight then. And again, into that space, 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. All right. Now, into the space between your 3 double crochet clusters or groups or whatever you want to call them, that space in between there isn't any chain there, it's just a space. You're going to work 3 double crochets into that space. So 1, 2, 3. I better give myself some yarn because it's pulling on me. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go back into that increase section of the 2 chain space, and we will do 3 double crochets, 2, 3. Oops, try that again. Double crochet, 2 chains, 1 and 2, and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. That's our increase. And now to that space that is between the 2 3 double crochet clusters or groups, you will do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. All right, and now again we go to the 1, 2, 3rd chain. Sometimes I like to just go in there first and make sure I stretch it so it doesn't give me problems, and we will do 3 double crochets in there. 1. Messed it up again. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and my yarn is stuck. I got it now. All right, that's 3 rows. I will do another row for you because basically that is all you're going to do throughout your whole project. So one more, because you don't need to be listening to my voice this whole time. Unless you need me to make this a video for it. I would gladly love to make it. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I will definitely work on it. Alright, here we go. I am going to turn my work, flip, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Into that space I make 2 double crochets. Okay, here we go. The space in between the 3 double crochets, we make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now we're going to have another space between the 3 double crochets, so we will do that again. 3 double crochets. All right, and here we go into our increase. Into the 2 chain space we do 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, chain 2 for our next increase, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, I need more yarn, and 3, okay, into the space between the 2 groups, 1, 2, 3 double crochets, into the space between the 2 groups, 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and into our 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3. There we will do 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now, as you can see, this is going to be our flat side. It's the side that you kind of wrap around your neck or on your back, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So of course in the next row we're going to do the same thing. Our 3 in this corner, 3 in here, 3 in here, 3 in here, 3, 2, and 3 in here, 3, 3, 3, 3 at the end, and just keep going until you accomplish the size that you would like. Okay, so this yarn here is a number 6 in weight, so it's very thick. It actually takes a 9mm hook, which is one of the reasons why it's kind of snug, on top of the fact that I am a tight crocheter. But if you use a thinner yarn like the one that I used, it's a lot more flowy, as you can see, as opposed to this. It's not as flowy, and it's probably not going to be, this one's not going to be as comfortable around your neck as something like this. And again, you can make it as short or long as you would like. So that is the basics for that shawl. Now I put these little pom-poms at the end. Let me get this out of your way. Out of the way, out of the way. All right, I made these little pom-poms. These pom-poms that I have are about 6 inches long. Yeah, they're about 6 inches, you can see. And it was pretty simple to do. I don't have a pom-pom maker. This is my pom-pom maker. And all I did was wrap the yarn around my book. Like that. I wrapped it around 50 times is what I did, because I like a big pom-pom. I'm not a pom-pom, I'm sorry. A tassel. I'm forgetful. It happens with age, I guess. So I've been told. Anyways, I wrapped it around 50 times. Then I cut another piece of yarn and I put it through, and I tie the top nice and snug. Very nice and snug, very tightly. Probably a little tighter than that. So this is the top of my pom-pom. Then I go and I cut the bottom. Okay. That's my pom-pom, but of course it's going to be a lot thicker. Then I take another piece of yarn. It could be the same color, it could be a contrasting color, and then I wrap it. I wrap it. I usually make a nice little knot there first, so it's secure. And then I wrap this a couple of times. And I lost it. There you go. And I tie it up. I should have wrapped it the other way. Yeah, yes, Martha, the other way, so that it can actually tie with the other one. So you tie this one in the opposite direction. There we go. And then we tie a knot. Of course, you know, when you're doing it for yourself, it's going to be a lot neater than this. And then what I do is then I take the darning needle and I go through it and hide it in there. Same thing with this one. Whoops, wrong side. And hide that in there. Pull it nice and snug. And once it's there, then I will take my scissors according to whatever size I want and I'll cut it nice and straight. And that would be my pom-pom. Again with the pom-pom, that would be my tassel. I like pom-poms. Probably better than tassels. You can put pom-poms on that poncho or the shawl or whatever as well. So then this part, what I do is I find whatever piece I want in my shawl or my poncho or whatever it is that I'm making, a nice little corner or wherever you want it, tie this a couple of times, and then once you are done tying with it, then take your darning needle and thread that through as well into your tie, and then cut it all even, and then you won't even know that, you know, where you tied it at. So that's it. Alright guys, this is the flower that I made for the shawl. It is a layered flower. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. If you would like for me to make a video on how to make this flower, let me know, because I would absolutely do that for you. I think my favorite flowers are these layered flowers, and then this yarn just makes it even more special. Anyways, this flower is for either decorative purposes, and I'll show you on my shawl. It has a decorative button on the top, but in the back I put this extra large button. It's just a wooden button. And the reason that button is here is because it actually fits quite nicely into the granny square holes. So you can just put it through and it fits very nicely for decoration. If you want to have it like on like a lapel or wherever you want it on the shawl. Or you can also use it to hold your shawl closed. So if you have both sides of your shawl across your chest or around your neck, and you take 2 of the granny square holes like that, and now you can use it and have it closed. See? Cool, right? Alright, so it's just an idea. I know some people have that long metal pin, but I thought this was probably safer because knowing me, I'd probably poke myself with it. Anyways, I think this works pretty well. So, I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you want me to make a video for it, and see you later. Alright you guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Please go ahead and check out my blog for the complete pattern. That's simplydonecrochet.com/blog. I've been trying to see if I can post there once a week. I will try to do more videos here. Please go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and tickle the bell if you'd like to have more notifications. And with that, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hugs and kisses. Love you all. And may your yarn balls never run out, because I never want mine to. Bye, guys.